afternoon, I'm Seo, reporting live from News MCA. Today, we bring you a breaking news that has sent shockwaves throughout the nation, which is the event that revealed the truth about America's intervention in the Vietnam War, which the government hid under the disguise. This huge scandal, the release of the Pentagon Papers, revealed the United States political and military involvement in the Vietnam from 1945 to 1968, and conspiracy of the government, and ignited the anti-war protests in the Vietnam War. Before going into more details, the 1960s have been tumultuous time defined by social upheavals and rising of civil rights movements. At the center of this period, marked by growing discontent and social unrest, there was the Vietnam War. As conflict raged in Southeast Asia, Americans across the country began questioning the government's action and motivations about intervening the foreign affairs. Public sentiment against the war was growing stronger over time. On June 30th, 1971, the New York Times published a series of articles based on the classified top-secret government study known as the Pentagon Papers. These documents, leaked by the military analyst Daniel Ellsberg, revealed decades of government deception and manipulation regarding the U.S. involvement in the Vietnam. There were two main key players in unfolding this drama. It includes Daniel Ellsberg, a former military analyst who worked on the study and responsible for leaking the Pentagon Papers, and the New York Times journalist Neil Sheehan. The document was written in 1967 under the Vietnam Study Task Force created by the U.S. Secretary of Defense Robert McNamara. It was written for 18 months and consists of total 47 volumes, approximately 3,000 pages of descriptions, and 4,000 pages of ancillary documents. It was a report documenting the role of the United States played in the Southeast Asia from 1945 to May 1968. In 1971, Daniel Ellsberg revealed the existence of the report to Neil Sheehan. Ellsberg disclosed 7,000 pages of the Pentagon documents that he kept in his home to the reporter, but he didn't hand over the document itself. While Ellsberg was leaving for the vacation, Neil Sheehan made copies of all pages with the help of his wife in numerous copy shops in Boston. The Times published the first installment of the Pentagon Papers on June 13, 1971. The Pentagon Papers exposed a pattern of lies and deception by the United States administrations and government officials, revealing that officials had knowingly misled the public about the war's progress and the prospects for the success. The documents reveal detailed covert military operations, diplomatic maneuverings, and the extent of the United States involvement in the Vietnam. First, when the war was broke out between France and Vietnam, the Truman government provided military aid and support to France, so United States was directly intervening in the Vietnam crisis. Second, under the President Dwight D. Eisenhower, the United States government undermined the Geneva Settlement of 1954 by supporting the fledgling South Vietnam and undermining the communist country of the North Vietnam. Under President John F. Kennedy, the United States government transformed its policy towards the Vietnam from a limited war to a broad commitment and intervention policy. Under President Johnson, the United States government began waging covert military operations against communist North Vietnam and made plans to launch an open war in 1964, a year before the United States intervention policies were officially known to people. In 1965, President Johnson authorized a massive bombing campaign against the North Vietnam, which is known as the Operation Rolling Thunder. Against the judgment that the bombing of North Vietnam would not contribute much to cease the activities of the Pentagon in South Vietnam. However, Operation Rolling Thunder contributed to escalation of the Vietnam War and hardened North Vietnam's resolve to continue the fight. In the aftermath of the release of the Pentagon Papers, anti-war protests surged across the nation. It sparked mass protests and demonstrations in cities and towns, intensified pressure on the government to reconsider its policy, and eventually led to the withdrawal of the U.S. troops from the Vietnam. On January 27, 1973, representatives of the South Vietnamese Communist Forces, North Vietnam, South Vietnam, and the United States gathered in Paris to sign the Paris Peace Accords. U.S. troops plan to withdraw from South Vietnam in 60 days by signing the Paris Peace Accords. On March 29, 1973, the last U.S. military unit left Vietnam. The Vietnam War officially ended in April 13, 1975. The release of the Pentagon Papers was a significant moment in the American 60s. It was a catalyst that profoundly influenced the anti-war movement, strengthening public opposition to the Vietnam War. Additionally, it confirmed journalism plays a crucial role in society by providing information, fostering transparency, and holding those in power accountable.